Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ramon and today I'm going to show you some movies again. Movies from my movie collection. I'm going to start with a couple of box sets, DVD box sets. First one is a Dirty Harry box set, containing Dirty Harry, of course, by Don Siegel. The second film, Magnum Force by Ted Post, my favorite of the franchise. And The Enforcer, the third one. And the fourth one was directed by Clint Eastwood himself, Sudden Impact, and then you had another one in the late 80s, the Deadpool. Yeah, UK DVD box set, fine films, of course. Then a second Clint Eastwood set containing 6 movies. John Sturges' Joe Kidd, Don Siegel's Coogan's Bluff, another film by Don Siegel, the Western Two Mules for Sister Sarah with Shirley MacLaine, and then 3 movies that Clint Eastwood directed himself. His debut, Play Misty for Me, great thriller. The Iger Sanction he did with George Kennedy, and my favorite of the bunch, High Plains Drifter, one of my favorite movies ever, one of my favorite westerns ever. Yeah, and the box art is not much to look at, but yeah, fine set. Then Mel Brooks collection containing 7 movies. To Be or Not to Be, remake of an Ernst Lubitsch comedy. History of the World Part 1. Silent movie. And then my favorite Mel Brooks film, Young Frankenstein, with Gene Wilder and Marty Feldman. The 12 Chairs, and Mel Brooks spoofing Alfred Hitchcock in High Anxiety. And my least favorite of the set is Life Stinks. Yep. And this was the box art. Yeah, I like Mel Brooks. Then some James Bond movies. Goldfinger, my favorite Bond movie of all time. Diamonds Are Forever. Man with the Golden Gun, Roger Moore, Christopher Lee. The Living Daylights, Timothy Dalton. And The World Is Not Enough. I think these box sets are almost 20 years old, but they're fine. Never upgraded to Blu-ray. Next set contains Thunderball, Spy Who Loved Me, Christopher Walken and Grace Jones in View to Kill, License to Kill, and Die Another Day. Yeah, is the set. Then From Russia with Love in the third box set. Underrated one, the only one where George Lazenby starred in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Live and Let Die, which is my second favorite Bond film ever. First one for Roger Moore. For Your Eyes Only. And GoldenEye, which is my third favorite Bond film ever. So that's my top 3. Goldfinger, Live and Let Die, and GoldenEye. Last box set contains the first one, Dr. No, You Only Live Twice, Moonraker, Octopussy, and Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah, great films. Always liked these. Yeah, this was the fourth box set. Then I'm going to continue with the Daniel Craig era. Casino Royale was one I liked. But then it went downhill for me personally. Quantum of Solace, bad editing, the action scenes. Skyfall and spectRuh. I don't own the fifth one. It's a movie I hate with a passion, No Time to Die. Not because, technically the film is fine, the action scenes and how it looks and how it sounds, but the ideology, the screenplay, uh, the character murder, and basically the whole ideology behind it, people wanting to destroy the Bond franchise and everything it stands for. I think it's sickening. And it's really, I think I rated 12,000 movies in my life. It's in my bottom 10. Bottom 10. 10 worst movies of all time. No Time to Die is one of them. Continuing with the next one is The Hole, thriller I saw in the cinema. Not very good, starring Thora Birch, but a nice memory, so I bought it. This is Knock Around Guys with Vin Diesel, Barry Pepper. The last great film that Robert Altman did, Gosford Park. Then 5 films directed by Tony Scott. The first one is Domino with Keira Knightley. And then 4 films that Tony Scott did with Denzel Washington. Man on Fire. Not many people know that this is a remake of a film with Scott Glenn. Deja Vu. Unstoppable, also starring Chris Pine. And a remake of The Taking of Pelham 123, also starring John Travolta. Then a really good art house drama, but very depressing, Amour by Michael Haneke, starring Jean-Louis Trintignant and Emmanuelle Riva. Then one of few movies that Nolan did that I liked, his second feature, Memento. We loved the way it was told back in the day. Guy Pearce. Quirky drama that I really like by Todd Solondz from Happiness, Palindromes. This is the sci-fi film Life. The thriller The Final Cut with Robin Williams. Ryan Johnson's neo-noir set at a high school or on high school. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Brick. Crime drama with Mark Wahlberg, The Yards, James Gray. A Danish fantasy film created with puppet animation, really unique strings. The fantasy film Stardust. The buddy cop comedy Heat. Rutger Hauer in the exploitation film Hobo with a Shotgun. This was a really nice science fiction film. Monsters, a long time since I last saw it. Then a disappointing sequel by one of my favorite directors, John Woo, Mission Impossible 2. This is Mission Impossible Part 3. And this is Ghost Protocol. I didn't like the last one. Oh, what a god-awful movie. And this is Clint Eastwood's drama Mystic River. Then The Last Castle, prison drama with Robert Redford and James Gandolfini. And Robert Redford passed away yesterday, 2 days ago. May he rest in peace. Great actor, and he made a few good movies as a director, like Ordinary People. Another prison drama, Un Prophète by Audiard. Not many people know this film, but this is a nice Christmas neo-noir by Harold Ramis, The Ice Harvest. This is the US DVD. I also own a Dutch DVD. And then John Dahl was a neo-noir specialist, and this is a later film he did. It's not a noir, it's a crime comedy, You Kill Me. Mel Gibson in the war drama We Were Soldiers. The adventure film Hidalgo with Viggo Mortensen and an old Omar Sharif. David Mamet's Heist, great film. This is a really entertaining South Korean action movie, The Villainous. Hong Kong film starring Andy Lau, Protégé by Derek Yee. And a great monster film, The Host, one of my favorites by South Korean director Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho, yeah, he's fantastic. This is the Dutch special edition. I also own the UK DVD. Tony Ja, I don't know how you pronounce it, Tony Ja, I guess, in Ong Bak, sensational. And the only great movie he did after that was this one, Warrior King, also known as The Protector. Zhang Zi in The Banquet. And Andy Lau and Jackie Chung in Blood Brothers, Yang Hu. This is a strange action film, more like a superhero film, The Avenging Fist. And this is a really intense drama by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, Journey to the Shore. Tadanobu Asano stars. A gritty crime actioner from Hong Kong, Dog by Dog, a really good one. And this is basically a wuxia spoof, so a martial arts comedy starring Tony Leung, directed by Jeff Lau, Chinese Odyssey 2002. South Korean war drama, The Brotherhood of War. And this is a Hong Kong neo-noir directed by Oxide Peng, or Oxy the Peng, the detective, a really good one. I also saw the sequel, also pretty good, but I don't own it. This is an action thriller by Johnny To, starring Andy Lau, Full-Time Killer. Then an action movie by Tsoi Hark, Time and Tide. And Tsoi Hark also did Seven Swords. Whoa. A lead film by choreographer and director Jun Woo Ping, Through Legend. And this is the Korean horror movie Train to Busan. Some Bill Murray films. What About Bob? Richard Dreyfuss, love this film. Summer camp comedy Meatballs. Groundhog Day, my favorite Bill Murray film. And a movie he directed or co-directed himself, Bill Murray, Quick Change, also starring Gina Davis and Randy Quaid. Two average movies by Steve Martin, and not his best work, Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride Part 2. This one I really like, L.A. Story. I think Nora Ephron directed this below average Christmas movie, Mixed Nuts. It's okay, you know. This one I really like, the sports comedy Celtic Pride with Daniel Stern and Damon Wayans. Another sports comedy, Cool Runnings with John Candy. Delirious, John Candy and Mariel Hemingway. And this is Only the Lonely. Chris Farley did 2 movies with David Spade, Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. I like those movies. And this one isn't very good. Beverly Hills Ninja. Shelley Long in the Brady Bunch movie. I don't own the sequel. This is Brendan Fraser in Journey to the Center of the Earth. Okay, adventure film. Jumanji with Robin Williams. Another family film, Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle. And this one stars Jason Alexander, if I'm correct. Pee Wee Herman also. Well, Dunstan checks in. John Goodman and Rick Moranis in The Flintstones, the live action film. Don't own the second one. The original body swap adventure, Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris. Walter Matthau as Mr. Wilson in Dennis the Menace. Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie and Kate Winslet in A Kid in King Arthur's Court. This one is a bit underrated. Mike Myers in So I Married an Axe-Murderer. This one I loved. I saw this one at school. Wayne's World Part 2. And then, of course, Austin Powers. Yep. And A Spy Who Shagged Me. And, of course, Austin Powers and Goldmember. I hope you enjoyed, guys, and tune in next time. Thanks for watching.